What a night of high school football highlights. Let's go back out to Spencer, now joined by the Tulsa World's Barry Lewis to go more in-depth on some of these huge games.
I appreciate it, Nathan. Like I said, Barry, we were just talking a second ago. A bunch of wild games tonight. You saw one yourself. I got to enjoy one here fieldside. How big of a win do you think this was for Booker T? Being able to come on the road, knock off an undefeated Sand Springs squad, and really kind of doing it in all three phases, but coming up with a stop there down the stretch when they needed to.
It's huge for Booker T because it makes a statement that they are indeed one of the top three teams right now at one of the top three teams in 6A2. And for Sand Springs, they can take a lot out of this game because considering they lost to Booker T 49-0 last year, to be able to play Booker T down to the end like it did tonight, that's got to give the Sandites a lot of confidence, which they will really need going into the next 2 weeks against Bixby and Choctaw.
One game that everyone thought would be a really good one was Bixby on the road tonight. 1 versus 2 matchup. I mean, is Bixby ready to basically just play Oklahoma and Oklahoma State at this point? I mean, what are they doing to knock people around like this?
Almost. I mean, the Spartans are pretty amazing. Barring injury, I don't see how anyone can stop them, but crazy things can happen in football. But right now, Bixby looks unstoppable.
Let's take a moment to talk a little bit about the game that you were at tonight, Metro. A big battle over there. Tell us about how that one finished.
Yes, Beggs held on to beat Metro 24-22. Great game. Beggs had to come up with 2 big stops in the last 5 minutes. Recovered a fumble at the goal line with about 5 minutes to go. And then in the last minute, Metro was driving for a potential winning score, but Beggs came up with the stop
when they need to. One other really special tonight for Central, getting a chance to kind of debut their new stadium. Really special moment for them. How big is that for a school now, having that on-campus facility?
I think it is so important for any school to have an on-campus facility. I know it really gets the players very excited to have that. Instead of having to go 10 miles across town to play your, quote, home games, now you can just stay at home, so that's really huge.
And you can stay at home tomorrow and get your full recap by going to Tulsa World. We have a bunch of other games that you can get a chance to see how they were won. But for now, that's going to wrap things up here at Sand Springs.